So what a dramatic day in politics, and how good then that as on every Thursday, I'm joined by a politician who tells it as it is, Nationals frontbencher Barnaby Joyce, the former Deputy Prime Minister, who joins me from Tasmania, where he scurried out to a car to talk to you instead of at the dinner that he's at. Barnaby Joyce, lovely to see you. It seems clear to me that former New South Wales Premier Gladys Berejiklian, she broke very clear corruption rules by turning a blind eye to the dodgy dealing of a then boyfriend. So explain to me why even Labor politicians are refusing to criticise her. Is it because she's a woman? Because I doubt you would have got this gentle treatment had you been in that position.
I wouldn't have. I can assure you of that. Look, I'll let the Labor Party do their work. I know they're a ruthless machine. What happens with the Labor Party, forget about the compassion and the niceties of it. They are a ruthless political machine which will go for the throat. And with Ms. Berejiklian, okay, it's not a good day in the office. The DPP is going to will make a decision about whether it goes the next step. For Mr. Maguire, it sounds awfully like it's going to, and then he'll be answering his cases. For everybody to know, ICAC can't send you to jail. They can just provide a brief to the DPP, and the DPP will make a decision whether they go forward with criminal charges or not. So everybody at this point in time is a commentator. The DPP will be the deliberator.
Yes, they will indeed, and ultimately a court will deliberate if they take the matter of Darren Maguire to court. So we shall see what we shall see. But Barnaby Joyce, very interesting news this week. Now, Sweden used to be, of course, our great global warming hero. It gave the world the guru, Greta Thunberg, of course. It promised to get to 100% renewable energy, more than even Chris Bowen is promising. That's wind and solar by 2040. But suddenly it's realised, that's actually impossible. So it's dumped that target and says it actually now wants 100% non-fossil fuels by then, which means it can then start using nuclear power as well as renewables. The lesson here for us?
The lesson here for us is it is farcical and dangerous what we are doing to our nation. Farcical in that this ridiculous idea you're going to have 82% renewables by 2030. I live in the consequences of this. Transmission lines going all over your place, wind towers going up, places like Walker having more structures over 280 metres higher than the CBD of Sydney around a country town, solar panels all over the countryside, the price of your power going through the roof, the reliability going through the floor, and the money going overseas. It's a trifecta of idiocy. And Sweden, who I might say has a bit of a better manufacturing industry than us, has come to this epiphany where they said, this is tripe, doesn't work. And they've found reverse on the column shift, and they're making their way slowly back to sanity. But not for Australia. No, we're so clever we can't make the wind towers or the solar panels. They're all imported. The companies that overwhelmingly own them from overseas, we don't believe in nuclear, and we've got this insane idea that we're going to be the smartest person in the world and achieve something that globally has proven impossible. But not if you listen to the dancing, prancing Mr. Bowen at the dispatch box, who is apparently much smarter than the Swedes, the French, the Chinese, the Americans, the Canadians, everybody else in the world. He is the smartest man, and all alone.
You know, Barnaby, I just wonder what on earth is going in this country, because, you know, you've got this deliberate deindustrialisation of Australia. You've got power prices, electricity system being destroyed, basically. Nothing reliable will replace it. The costs going through the roof. Gas exploration sat on. Coal mines turned down. Big gas projects north of Darwin. You didn't consult with one Aboriginal elder we found on Tiwi Island, hundreds of miles away. So that's got to stop. You've got a jacking up of minimum wages, and then the wage explosion that's coming as well. You've got restrictions on industrial relations. I could go on and on and on. This seems like a country on a national suicide mission.
Well, it's not good. I mean, I don't want to sort of say we're on a suicide mission, but what I would say is we're doing some idiotic things. And if you just take power as a litmus test of the capacity of a government, you would say this government has no capacity whatsoever. Remember, viewers, they promised to reduce power prices. I mean, it's ridiculous. If that promise could be taken to court, you'd see their pants off.
Oh, absolutely correct. Just quickly, Barnaby, after the break, I'm going to be talking about the government's new draft bill to stop so-called misinformation on the internet. I found some details that are really horrific, basically. What do you make of this attempt?
Be very careful of them. Be very careful of them scripting how the discussion should go, because you know what they'll do. They will script out things from the Conservative side and leave as legal the things from the left side. And the classic one is you won't be able to say something against global warming, but they'll be able to say that they'll reduce power prices when they never will. They'll be able to say that you can miraculously, cover the place with wind towers, transmission lines, walk all over people's lives, and it's a moral good, and it'll bring down power prices, which is a load of rubbish. They'll be able to say whatever they want in their narrative, and in the retort by us, we'll be closed. We'll be, what they call it when they just knock you out. What's that called? Closed down, censored.
They'll just shut you down. They will censor you, shut you down, harass you, invade your blogs, etc., etc. Barnaby Joyce, people might think you're exaggerating here. I've just gone through the details of this draft bill, and it is unfortunately as bad as you have just indicated, but even worse. And I'm going to show people that after the break. Thank you so much for joining us, Barnaby Joyce.